I said Meghan Markle is, of course, a lifelong feminist, which she's demonstrated by marrying a prince and giving up her job.
Turns out Prince Harry and Meghan Markle will still get paid millions of dollars for doing absolutely nothing.
Sir, your millions from Netflix for no one knows what.
Put it with the rest of them.
What?
My brother's fiancée, Miss Meghan Markle, is on the American program Suits.
Yes, Wednesdays, 8 p.m, USA Network.
The only difference between that show and this is people watch this one.
If you had lunch with Meghan Markle, you'd be stunned at how dumb she was. Not because she's black, because I wouldn't think she was black if I looked at her, because she's an actress who was on the show Suits.
And I know some people are disappointed by the name Archie, but there's one person who's super excited, the Queen. Yeah, because you know for the last 9 months, she's been like, please don't be Jamal, please don't be Jamal, please don't be Jamal.
There's one thing in life you absolutely shouldn't do, and that's piss off comedians. They have platforms, audiences, and zero filter. When they smell, they attack. And Meghan Markle gave them everything they needed. From late-night TV to podcast to animated shows, comedians across every platform destroyed her on live television. The privacy claims while doing constant media, the victimhood while living in luxury. It was too perfect to ignore. So today we're going through every comedian who roasted Meghan Markle on live TV. Starting with the late-night host who fired the first shots. Jimmy Fallon went after the lifestyle content that made Meghan a walking meme.
What is the #1 question that mystifies scientists?
Is there life on another planet?
Oh no, why does Meghan Markle make her own pretzel bags? They don't know why.
That's interesting. She takes it from one bag and puts it in another bag.
There's another bag.
And that confuses people.
This, we're just gonna put into a different bag.
The pretzel bag obsession became legendary for all the wrong reasons. The kind of tone-deaf content that practically begs to be mocked and the internet obliged.
Take the snack out of one bag and then move them into another bag and then label this new bag, even though this bag already has a label on.
Parodies started flooding social media immediately, reaching audiences who don't even watch late-night TV.
How I prepare water for my guests. Some water that I got from the spring in my backyard. Whatever you do, don't use tap water. I'm just gonna sneak a taste. You flower petal. H is always calling water water, and there you have it.
Preparing water with flower petals like tap water is beneath her. The performance was too perfect to ignore.
Any type of flower arranging is just telling a story. What story do you want to tell? Maybe leave the country. Maybe disown your dad. Be creative with it.
The suggestions in these parodies weren't just jokes. They were calling out real patterns of behavior.
The 60 Minutes interview was a great chance to hear Harry and Meghan's story in case you missed their 2-hour sit-down with Oprah or their 6-part Netflix documentary.
The media tour never ended. After Oprah in 6 Netflix episodes, booking another interview looked less like sharing truth and more like chasing attention. And Stephen Colbert noticed, too.
Meghan Markle has finally revealed why she and Prince Harry call each other M and H.
And he'll say M and you'll say H and your friends say M and it just is a thing.
It's a thing.
And do you both love it?
Yes, and I like nicknames a lot.
Are you fucking dumb? What could it be? A mystery for the ages.
There are a couple nicknames getting treated like some profound secret is peak self-importance over literal initials. The roasting kept building and Trevor Noah joined the pylon, ready to expose more.
Prince Harry really did that. At a movie premiere last year, he asked the CEO of Disney to hook his wife up with voiceovers.
Networking for voiceover work at movie premieres. That's where the monarchy ended up.
You gotta admit, the monarchy has fallen off, right? No, because back in the day, it used to be like, if you marry my daughter, I'll give you Burgundy.
Centuries of political power and territory exchanges reduced to this.
And now it's like, my wife actually does a pretty good Timon. You should hear her. Come on, baby, do the thing. Hakuna Matata, do the thing.
From empire building to Disney auditions, the downgrade couldn't be more complete. Jimmy Kimmel wasn't holding back either.
Harry said racism was a big part of their decision to leave, which you know things are bad at Buckingham Palace if they came to America to get away from racism.
They wanted out of royal life, but needed a reason that wouldn't make them look bad. So, they went on Oprah, branded his family as racist, and suddenly their California move looked justified instead of selfish.
Prince Harry, whose memoir just broke the Guinness record for fastest-selling nonfiction book of all time. The story of Prince Harold and his frozen yogurt slinger is so popular, they're now releasing a version for kids. I don't know if you know about this. It's a twist on The Princess and the Pea. It's called The Prince and the Penis, and it's...
The memoir getting turned into a joke on network TV. Harry wanted respect, got a parody instead. Then Conan O'Brien entered the conversation.
Now, I was curious what they did with Harry and Meghan's wax figures, so I found the museum employee who's temporarily storing them.
This is where the roasting got genuinely strange. Conan pushed the joke into territory that made everyone uncomfortable watching, but it was funny nonetheless.
Oliver, you have generously offered to keep the wax figures of Harry and Meghan safe.
Yeah, that's correct. And if I may, I would just like to say that I'm definitely not using the wax figures for sex stuff.
Then it got even weirder. Conan doubled down and took the joke somewhere most comedians would never go.
They are in a loving home, and I treat them better than the museum ever did. They didn't appreciate Meghan's soft hands or Harry's supple lip.
Wax figures turning into sexual jokes. That's how far the mockery went. Straight into creepy, uncomfortable territory. When late night makes you a recurring punchline, reaching millions every night, recovery becomes impossible. But late night was just the warm-up. SNL went nuclear. Saturday Night Live's Weekend Update made them permanent targets. And Colin Joust wasted no time.
President Trump also announced a new trade deal with the UK that will reopen British markets for American companies. All that Britain demands in return is that we keep these two.
No! No! I refuse! I'm sick of it!
Nobody wants them anymore. They destroyed their reputation to the point where their home country would rather negotiate them away. That's rock bottom.
Elon built electric cars, he's going to Mars. Why isn't he even involving himself with Twitter? It would be like if the Prince of England gave it all up just to marry an actor from Suits.
He threw away his entire life for someone whose biggest credit was background cast on basic cable. The life choices being mocked here are genuinely baffling.
NBC has announced plans for a spin-off to the hit series Suits. It will focus on Meghan Markle's character's struggle to balance her legal career while also caring for an unemployed immigrant.
Weekend Update turned their entire existence into a sitcom premise. When your real life becomes someone's comedy sketch, the joke's already written, and SNL isn't new to roasting the power couple. They started the day Harry and Meghan got married. Here's Michael Che back then.
Earlier today, Suits actress Meghan Markle married some unemployed dude who still lives with his grandma.
Michael Che stripped the royal spectacle down to his basics. An unemployed guy living with his grandmother getting married. SNL doesn't make you a one-time joke. They put you in rotation when the material is this good. The contradictions kept piling up. Privacy tours with constant interviews. Victimhood narratives from California. Mansions. Trashing the royals while profiting from royal ties. Weekend Update audiences saw through it immediately. But network television has limits. Stand-up comedians don't. Chris Rock opened his Netflix special asking what everyone was thinking, but nobody had the guts to say out loud.
Gone on Oprah, I didn't know. I had no idea how racist they were. It's the royal family. You didn't Google these motherfuckers?
She married into the most historically problematic family on the planet and acted shocked. The research takes 5 seconds.
What the fuck is she talking about? She didn't know. The fuck? It's the royal family. They're the original racists.
They're not hiding their history. It's documented, public, and impossible to miss unless you're deliberately avoiding it.
That's like marrying into the Budweiser family and going, they drink a lot. This motherfucker's invested in slavery like it was Shark Tank.
The comparison is perfect. You don't marry into certain families and pretend you didn't know what you were getting into.
They're so racist. They wanted to know how brown the baby's gonna be. I'm like, that's not racist. Because even black people want to know how brown the baby gonna be. Shit.
Normal curiosity about genetics got weaponized into evidence of racism. Chris called it out immediately. Even the framing was manufactured, and Bill Maher wasn't having any of it either.
They want it both ways. You know, you can't be, these people were so mean to us and poor us, and we don't want all this attention, and then let me write a book about how much we don't want attention.
Writing a book about not wanting attention while doing press tours for the book about not wanting attention. The hypocrisy was too obvious.
You're complaining about your hard life, and you're so privileged. It's just so weird.
It's ridiculous. I totally agree.
Playing victim from a multi-million-dollar California estate. Zero self-awareness whatsoever. The hypocrisy was too obvious to ignore. And Andrew Schultz was ready to call it out.